continuation. It's a momentum to think deeper, engage stronger, and transform ideas into meaningful impact. So let's begin in our curiosity, our question, and our passion, because today is where collaboration comes alive. With that, I warmly welcome you all. Let's make day 2 even more dynamic, interactive, and unforgettable. We have gathered here to felicitate for their outstanding achievement. We feel proud to honor such deserving personnel and wish them success. We would like to welcome Shruti ma'am and Shivam sir on stage to felicitate them. Professor Dr. Interdisciplinary, Dr. Nirmal Chandra Roy, and Professor Dr. Pradipta Banerjee to please come on stage. Please let's have a big round of applause for them. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. Please have your seat. Now I am handing over to Professor Devadrita.
Thank you, Nilisha. It's a matter of great honor and privilege to introduce and invite our esteemed speaker, Professor Dr. Ramesh Kumar, for the inaugural address. We are truly fortunate to have him with us today. Professor Dr. Ramesh Kumar is a Brain Korea Research Associate Professor in the Department of Earth Resources and Environmental Engineering at Hanyang University, South Korea. He has been recognized among the world's top 2% scientists in the year of 2024 and 2025, as released by Elsevier in collaboration with Stanford University. He earned his PhD in Chemical Engineering from National Institute of Technology, Durgapur, India, and brings over 13 years of postdoctoral research and teaching experience. His interdisciplinary research spans environmental biotechnology, biomass valorization, carbon dioxide sequestration, resource recovery from wastewater, membrane-based separation technologies, and advanced material fabrication for energy storage applications. In recent years, he has actively integrated AI and machine learning tools for process optimization and predictive modeling of research outcomes. Dr. Kumar has secured competitive research funding from DST, SERB and University Grants Commission India, as well as the Creative and Challenging Research Program of the National Research Foundation of Korea. He has published over 100 peer-reviewed journal articles and book chapters, holds granted patents, and has contributed to to technology transfer initiatives. His scholarly impact is reflected in an H index of 38 with approximately 3,900 total citations, underscoring his sustained contributions to environmental and energy research. So please, Dr. Ramesh Kumar sir, be with us and will have his online video session so that he can address us with his knowledge and wisdom.
Okay, my name is Ramesh Kumar from the IIT and Environmental Protection Laboratory Department of Earth Resources and Environmental Engineering, Hanyang University, South Korea. It is my pleasure to present our work at the International Conference of Interdisciplinary Technologies 2026. Today I will present my topic titled Integrated Remediation of Dairy Sludge, Influence of Pre-Composting Duration on Nutrient Enrichment and Agronomic Potential. Dairy industry generates the large volumes of sludge rich in organic matter, nutrients, but improper disposal can lead to the environmental pollution and nutrient loss. Sustainable management of this waste is therefore essential for both environmental protection and resource recovery. Bulky remediation, which utilizes the earthworms, biologically transforms the organic waste, has emerged as an effective approach to stabilize the sludge while improving the nutrient ability and the compost quality. In this study, we investigated the integration of remediation with dairy sludge treatment, focusing on how different pre-composting duration influence the nutrient enrichment and the economic potential of the final product. The aim is to develop a sustainable strategy to convert dairy sludge into nutrient-rich organic amendment suitable for the agriculture application. The global demand of the dairy products is continuously increasing, which results in the large quantity of dairy processing sludge from the wastewater treatment processes. For example, the milk production in India increased from 230 million tons in 2023 to 239 million tons in 2023-24. That means the annual increase is around 9 to 10 million million tons of dairy milk utilization. However, the untreated dairy processing sludge disposal can cause contamination, groundwater pollution, nutrient bleaching. That causes the bioaugmentation and severe pollution in the river water. At the same time, dairy processing sludge contains the valuable organic matter and nutrients which make it a potential resource. Therefore, the converting dairy processed sludge into nutrient-rich organic fertilizer through vermicomposting offer an eco-friendly circular waste management strategy. Dairy processing sludge contains a significant amount of nitrogen and phosphorus, making it a promising organic fertilizer. Studies have shown that a dairy processing sludge can enhance phosphorus uptake in plants, and heavy metal levels are generally below the recommendation limit. That is very clear in the literature studies. However, there are still several research gaps, like long-term impact on soil health, are not fully understood. Thus, optimal processing method needs to be further investigated. Efficient conversion into the dairy processing sludge into value-added products is still limited. Therefore, this study focuses on the first evaluating the effect of pre-composting duration on earthworm growth. Second, the monitoring physicochemical nutrient changes during the vermicomposting, assessing the compost maturity and the seed germination test. Studying the structural changes using the same image of the final vermicompost. The vermicomposting process involved several steps such as First, the daily processing sludge and the cow dung were collected and set dry to remove the excess moisture. We mixed the cow dung and daily sludge in 1:1 ratio to prepare the vermi bed. The mixture were then subjected to different decomposting period like 7 days, 14 days, 21 days and 35 days before introducing the earthworm to the vermi bed. Healthy Eisenia fatida earthworm was selected for this purpose, vermicomposting, with an average biomass of about 261 to 280 milligram, and it introduced to each bed. Finally, the vermicomposting process was conducted under controlled conditions, and the final vermicompost was harvested for the further analysis. To validate the maturity and the quality of the vermicompost, several analyses were conducted. For example, first vermicompost extract were prepared. The vermicompost extract was prepared by mixing with the distilled or deionized water and then filtered with the water filter paper to get the nutrients in the water. So that is called the vermicompost extract. So it is used for the seed germination experiment. The packing plates were prepared to compare the root and shoot growth between the control sample and the vermicompost treatment. Additionally, we analyzed the key chemical parameters such as organic carbon, total gel nitrogen, available phosphorus, potassium, carbon to nitrogen ratio and carbon to potassium ratio. These parameters help to evaluate the nutrient quality of the feed material used in the experiment. We have also analyzed the chemical properties of the vermi beds before vermicomposting. The result of the earthworm growth, the results showed that the pre-composting duration strongly influenced the earthworm growth. The highest biomass was observed in the processing sludge of 21 days of pre-composting, reaching an approximately 891 milligram at 11 weeks. In contrast, the lowest vermi biomass was recorded in the dairy processing sludge of 35 days of decomposting. The growth rate ranged from 81 milligram per worm per week in dairy processing sludge of 21 days decomposting duration compared to 22 milligram in dairy processing sludge of 35 days of decomposting duration. Overall, 21 days decomposting provided the most favorable condition, improving the feed palatability, nutrient availability for the earthworm growth. Next is the physical chemical changes of the vermicompost. During the vermicomposting, significant changes were observed in the chemical composition of the feed mixture. Over 90 days of period, total organic carbon decrease, indicating that decomposition of the organic matter. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium concentration increase, improving the fertilizer value. The carbon to nitrogen ratio decrease, which is an important indicator of the compost maturity. These changes confirm the effectiveness of the vermicomposting in transforming dairy processing sludge into a stable organic fertilizer. Now, among all the treatment, dairy processing sludge of 21 days pre-composting again showed the best performance in terms of total organic carbon decreased by about 31%, indicating a strong microbial activity, and the organic matter mineralized as CO2 was released, so that's total carbon concentration gets decreased. The total gel nitrogen increased significantly, mainly due to the earthworm secretion and microbial activity and decomposition processes. Similarly, potassium ability increased due to the earthworm digestion and microbial enzymatic reaction. In the same way, phosphorus ability also increased due to the earthworm digestion and microbial enzymatic reaction. At the same time, carbon to nitrogen ratio decreased due to the total carbon decreased significantly, confirming the maturity of the compost. Now we did the same analysis of the vermicompost. SEM analysis was used to examine the structural changes in the compost. The control sample, as shown the A and C, that is of 21 days and 35 days. These samples shows the composed are compact structure composed of protein, cellulose, fibers, indicating undegraded materials. Where in contrast, the vermicompost sample of like B and C of 21 days and 35 days. These samples shows that the disintegrated and porous structure of demonstrating the advanced decomposition. The dairy processing sludge of 21 days of decomposting samples showed the higher porosity and structural breakdown in compared with the dairy processing sludge of 35 days of decomposting, indicating more efficient organic matter degradation. This result confirms the role of the earthworms and their gut microbiome in accelerating the decomposition. The seed germination index was also evaluated, and we took three different types of plants to evaluate the compost maturity and the phytotoxicity. All the vermicompost samples show the value greater than 100%, indicating the non-toxic and mature compost. The highest value were observed in the dairy processing sludge of 21 days of growth, indicating 197% growth, increase in growth for the radish, 193% growth for the pumpkin, and 181% growth for the moonbeam. These results demonstrated that the vermicomposting significantly improved the seed germination and plant growth potential. So finally, we conclude that the study demonstrates that 21 days pre-composting of dairy processing sludge with the cow dung provides the optimal substrate for the vermicomposting. Vermicomposting significantly increased the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium content while reducing the carbon to nitrogen ratio and organic carbon. The same analysis, SEM analysis, confirmed the improved structural decomposition and seed germination test verified the compost is non-toxic and agricultural beneficial. Overall, this approach provides a sustainable strategy for dairy sludge management and the production of nutrient-rich organic fertilizer. These are the references, and we thank the support of the National Research Foundation to grant the fund for this study, and thank you very much for it.
Thank you so much, sir, for this enriching and engaging session. We are honored to have you with us. Now, begin with, we are calling Professor Dr. Prodipto Banerjee. He is Dean Faculty Council of Commerce Professor, PG and Research Department of Commerce and Head, Department of Business Administration of Sidhu Kanu Visha University, Purulia. He has publications in international and national journals, 62, 13 edited books internationally and national he has. He was invited and as a lecturer and delivered his thoughts and topics in international and national level conferences, seminar, workshop 53. He has been session chair 32 seminar and conference, national and international level. He has presented 74 research papers in national and international seminar and conferences. He now holds the position of Chairman of Board of Research Studies in Commerce, PG and UG Board of Studies in Business Administration, PG and UG Moderation Board in Business Administration. He is member of University Executive Council, University Court, IQAC, Research Development Cell, Central Committee, SMT, Civil Services Study Center, Anti-Ragging Committee, Admission Committee, PG Board of Studies in Commerce, PG and UG Moderation Board in Commerce. That is a huge career graph, sir, you have. Please, I'm really honored to call you up on the stage to share your insightful knowledge and wisdom. Please, sir, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, madam, for all your loving and kind words and for introducing me with the value of this international conference. Though I personally believe that what you have said, I don't deserve that much. To start with, Honorable Chief Patrons of this event, Sri Somnath Chakraborty, who is also the Honorable Chairman of Sarthak Educational Trust, Srimati Malini Chakraborty, who is the Honorable Vice Chairperson of Sarthak Educational Trust, and all the other patrons, conveners of this international conference on multidisciplinary advances in management, business management, engineering and health sciences, which has been organized by ABS Academy in 26th and 27th of this month. And Honorable Co-Convener Srinashish Simharoy and all other members of the organizing committee, all the valued and learned academicians, all the esteemed resource persons who have either graced the academic gathering yesterday in different capacities, as well as those who will grace this occasion today. All my colleagues from ABS Academy and from other institutions and dear paper presenters, the most important stakeholder of any academic gathering of this kind, because without their active involvement, without their interest, no academic event can be a successful one. And dear students from this institution as well as from other institutions, it's indeed a matter of great privilege, great honor for me to be a part of this academic event, and for that it's my duty to convey my sincere gratefulness to ABS Academy, the organizing committee of this international conference, and especially to co-convener of this academic event for giving me this very delightful and honored opportunity. And at the very outset, I would like to congratulate and appreciate from core of my heart the entire team of this international conference for inviting so many resource persons, so many very acclaimed academicians from different parts of our country as well as from different countries from abroad. As well as for choosing a focal theme like multidisciplinary advances in business management, engineering and health sciences for this conference, because we all know that after the advent or introduction of the new education policy of our country, the increasing focus has been given, emphasis has been given on multidisciplinary aspects of studies and research, not only in higher education, but also in the school education itself. And if we see the salient features of the new education policy, then we'll see that this is the first education policy of the 21st century, which replaced the nearly 40 years old education policy, national policy on education of 1986. And the very uniqueness of this present education policy is that it has given focus on accessibility, affordability, flexibility, as well as multidisciplinary approach to higher education. If we look back to the times when, for example, suppose I am a person from commerce or management discipline, suppose. Earlier education system was like that. A student of a particular discipline did not have a very workable knowledge in related disciplines also. Even at that time, higher studies can only be done on a subject with which he or she is acquainted from school to college to master's degree. But now, a student of physics can opt for a subject like history. The new education policy says that you need not be master of all fields, but you should have at least working knowledge on every field. And there is a good example to just justify this one. It has been mentioned in the discussion of new education policy that suppose I am searching for a good driver for my car, for example. And for that I plan for taking interview to select the driver. One person was there who can drive the car in a very excellent way in every road condition. But he don't have any idea about how to repair a car when it gets breakdown on the road. That means he don't have any mechanical idea how to repair a car. Another person was there who can also drive the car in a very excellent way, but his behavior is not good. Another person was there who is a good one in his behavior. He can drive the car as per the requirement, and he is having some basic understanding of how a car works, goes. The new education policy says that the third one will be selected for that post, not the first one, not the second one, because the good behavior is desirable, but it is not essential for a driver. Driving a car surely an essential quality to be a driver, but it cannot be only one. So he must have to know how to drive a car, how to make minor repair on a car if it's get breakdown on the road, and also she have to have a good behaved person. So this type of focus is given. And as time is very restricted, I think 15 minutes time I have been allotted, and I am very much sure that I shall wrap up my talk within that time frame. Just I am mentioning some key differences between the old education policy and new education policy, and why I am telling like this. Because we all are moving towards becoming ourselves as the knowledge society, as the knowledge superpower in the world. And we all know that in the present days highly competitive as well as globalized environment, success lies in its ability to be innovative. And for innovation, you must have to formulate strategy. You have to implement the strategy. You have to monitor the strategy. And on the basis of you have to modify your strategy, utilizing the advances in every field of study. Technological advancement, advancement in the field of any computer science, whatever it may be. So for that you must have to be innovative one. and innovation comes from critical thinking. The new education policy giving emphasis on developing the ability of a learner to think in some different ways. If you see the question pattern of class 10 standard of CBSE, then you will see at least 30% questions are there from every subject, which is basically case-based. Question actually there for 70% what will be 2 plus 2. But in other parts, you will find some questions like you have to travel for 4 kilometers. 2 kilometers are there for which you can avail auto. So how much kilometer you have to walk to reach the destination? So these type of questions are being played from class 10 standard. So to become ourselves ready for the, or you can say fit for the need of the present situation, present times, we must have to prepare ourselves in some different way. Unlike the earlier system, here emphasis is being given on developing the skill, particularly the life skills. Emphasis is being given on vocational education. And within 5 to 10 years, we will see that every school will be associated with some IITs, polytechnic, or this and that for some vocational courses. Side by side, their disciplinary subject, academic subjects. Even in exam system, the old exam system of which is memory based, it is shifting towards continuous evaluation. So in this way, the students learners is being given less burden, and they are now given the opportunity to learn by their own, because now resource is sufficient, and the educator's role is to stimulate their interest on a particular domain of knowledge. So in this way, we can expect that our country will move to its desired path, because we know the education system of our country is not only the largest one in the globe, it is also richest one. But for some reasons, maybe knowing or unknowing reasons, now again we have to incorporate the Indian knowledge system, the value-based education in the curriculum, because we are now all having artificial intelligence for natural stupidity. So we must have to be a good human being first. If knowledge can alone solve all the problems, then there was no need of teaching the Indian ancient education system, Indian knowledge system, value-based education. So with incorporation of all the related aspects, to be a really educated person, to become a responsible citizen, the new education policy surely contribute a lot for the upcoming generation of our country. So with this, and once again thanking you all for giving me this very honored opportunity, and also blessing for giving me a patience here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the valuable insights. We now begin with session 3, that is online paper presentation. Professor Dr. Pradipta Banerjee, sir, will chair this session.
session in a few minutes. Good morning, everyone. Let's start our online presentation. So, first I would like to call Ms. Srijoni Ghosh to present their paper titled The Monetization of Loneliness, How Modern Consumerism Converts Emotional Isolation into Market Opportunity. Srijoni Ghosh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Okay. You are
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible. Now please share your screen and start your presentation. You have time limit of 10 minutes. Okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I hope my
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Good morning, everyone present here. My name is Srijoni Ghosh, and today I will be presenting my paper titled The Monetization of Loneliness, How Modern Consumerism Converts Emotional Isolation into Market Opportunity. Introduction. In today's digital world, people are more connected, but often feel emotionally disconnected. Changing lifestyles have reduced meaningful social interactions, leading to loneliness. As a result, consumers now seek emotional satisfaction like connection and belonging, and businesses are responding by creating products and services around these needs. This has led to the rise of the loneliness economy, where emotional experiences influence consumer behavior and business growth. Due to time constraints, this is the overall summary of the literature review. I will not discuss this in detail. Coming to the research methodology, this study is based on a systematic literature review using secondary data. We analyzed 46 research papers from credible sources such as journals, conference papers, and academic databases like Scopus and Google Scholar. The study identifies key research gaps such as limited cross-cultural studies and lack of focus on loneliness as a business strategy. It also highlights the need to better connect consumer psychology with business model analysis to understand how business is converted into long-term revenue structures. The objectives of our study are: first is to analyze the effect of loneliness on consumer behavior in the various cultural settings, especially in the emerging and collectivist economies. Second, to examine how companies design strategies, marketing programs, and digital platforms to capitalize on loneliness as a business opportunity. Third, to understand how emotional vulnerability is converted into long-term engagement and revenue generation by combining consumer psychology and business model. Result and analysis. The first graph, proportion of research theme in loneliness and consumer market studies. It talks about that all research themes, cross-cultural studies, marketing strategy, digital platform engagement, consumer behavior, and psychological impact show a very high coverage ranging from 97% to 100%, indicating near complete representation across all study categories. The second graph, distribution of market sectors targeting consumer loneliness, compares the number of studies across sectors like social, digital, subscription, wellness, and experiential. The total bar is highest at 28, while individual sectors are lower. The percentage line shows a sharp rise at total, reaching 150%, highlighting the cumulative dominance of business-focused research. The last graph, distribution of revenue models in loneliness-based business strategies. Subscription-based models dominate with 20 studies, far ahead of engagement, premium community, and experiential models. The cumulative percentage curve rises steeply and levels off near 100%, confirming subscription as the primary revenue strategy in loneliness-based businesses. The findings of a study are: consumers increasingly use digital platforms to seek connection, belonging, and emotional support. As a result, businesses are designing engagement-driven and subscription-based models to retain users. Marketing strategies also use emotional appeals to attract consumers and build long-term relationships. However, the study also highlights that there is still limited research on how loneliness is structurally integrated into business model. Suggestions and recommendations are: based on the findings, several recommendations can be made, like companies should follow ethical marketing practices and avoid exploiting emotional vulnerability. Second, digital platforms should encourage genuine social interaction rather than superficial engagement. Also, technologies like AI should be used carefully to support, not replace, real human connection. Further studies must increase longitudinal and cross-cultural studies to enhance the understanding of the relationship between loneliness and consumer engagement patterns and business model innovation. Finally, more cross-cultural research is needed, where long-term consumer satisfaction, emotional association, and trust are at the core of the value creation instead of short-term optimization of engagement. In conclusion, the loneliness economy is becoming an important part of modern consumer markets. Loneliness and emotional needs are now key factors in influencing consumer behavior, especially in the digital age. Businesses are actively designing products and platforms to provide a sense of connection and belonging. However, this also raises important ethical concerns about over-commercializing human emotions. This is some of the references. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Srijoni, for your insightful presentation. Now, I would like to ask audience and our session chairperson, Professor Dr. Prodipta Banerjee, do anyone have any question regarding this presentation? Okay, I think no one has any question. Thank you, Srijoni, for your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Actually, I have to interrupt this online session. Right now, we have our two dignitary guests with us, Professor Dr. Shruti Basu from Asansol Engineering College and Professor Paromita Vishwas, an international motivational speaker. We would like to invite you on the stage, and I also want to invite Ms. Shruti Chakraborty Madam to felicitate our guests. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. We are really honored to have you with us. Okay, so let's resume the online presentation, paper presentation. Now we have Ms. Kinkini Ghosh from Asansol Engineering College. Ms. Kinkini, please unmute yourself and please switch on your video so that we can have the presentation.
Madam, can I take
Yes,
one
ma'am, am
minute?
I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. So, madam, can I take 1 minute only for the...
Yes, sir.
So, dear paper presenters, my request to all of you to wrap up your presentation within the time frame given by the coordinator, session coordinator. And with the permission of the organizing committee, I am requesting all the esteemed resource persons present here who are very much senior and acclaimed. Professor Adesh Pradhan, Academic Director of Uniqlo College, Nepal. Professor Raju Thapalia sir, Vice Chancellor, and other esteemed resource persons, Dr. Sudeep, to take part to interact with the students because they are very young presenters. So they need motivation. And so senior professors like Pradhan sir is there. So we all shall take part if required.
Yeah,
So
sure.
please carry on the session.
Well, Ms. Kinkini, please
Dr.
unmute
Indrajit
yourself.
also there. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Yes, ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please open your video. Switch on your video. Okay, now share your screen so that we can have your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is the screen visible?
No, not really.
Ma'am, is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible now. Please start.
So a very good morning to the respected chairpersons and everyone present here. I am Kinkini Ghosh, a BBA student from the Department of Management Studies, Asansol Engineering College. Today, on behalf of my team, I am going to present our paper titled From Neural Signals to Brand Preference, Human AI Neuromarketing in FMCG. This study focuses on understanding how subconscious consumer behavior influences purchase decision and how the integration of neuromarketing and artificial intelligence can improve marketing strategies in the FMCG sector. I will now move to the introduction section. Today's consumers do not always make rational decisions. Their choices are often influenced by subconscious factors such as emotion, attention, and memory. Neuromarketing helps us understand these hidden responses. At the same time, artificial intelligence is transforming marketing by enabling faster and more accurate data analysis. This becomes especially important in the FMCG sector, where purchasing decisions are often quick and impulsive. However, these two areas are mostly studied separately. Therefore, our study focuses on integrating neuromarketing and AI to improve brand preference strategies. The diagram shows that how neuromarketing captures subconscious responses, AI processes this data, and together they influence brand preference in the FMCG. Several studies have contributed to understanding consumer behavior using neuromarketing techniques. Lee and his team first introduced neuromarketing and showed that how it captures subconscious responses that traditional methods often miss.
Aditi and Burns further highlighted the role of neuroscience tools like fMRI in understanding consumer decision making. Plasman and team demonstrated that factors such as emotion, reward, and memory significantly influence brand preference. More recent studies focus on the use of EEG and artificial intelligence, showing that integrating neural data with machine learning improves the prediction of consumer behavior. Also, however, most studies examine these areas separately, and there is a lack of unified human AI framework specifically for the FMCG decision making, which our study aims to address. Now I will move to the objective section. The study is guided by 4 key objectives. First, to understand how neuromarketing helps in analyzing subconscious consumer behavior, including attention, emotion, and memory. Second, to examine how artificial intelligence processes and interprets neural data. Third, to explore how artificial intelligence processes and interprets neural data. And finally, to develop a human AI neuromarketing framework to improve brand preference strategies in the FMCG sector. The diagram shown here shows the progression of this study, that is from understanding consumer behavior through neuromarketing to analyzing data using AI and finally developing a human AI framework. This study adopts a qualitative and conceptual research design based on secondary data. The data has been collected from various academic and industry sources such as Google Scholar, Science Direct, and Statista. Also, a thematic analysis approach has been used to identify the key patterns related to neuromarketing, artificial intelligence, and consumer behavior. These insights are then synthesized to develop a human AI neuromarketing framework for FMCG strategy. The diagram shows the framework step-by-step research process starting from literature collection to the final framework development. The analysis shows that various neuromarketing techniques such as EEG, eye tracking, and fMRI are widely used to understand subconscious consumer responses like emotion, attention, and memory. However, these tools generate large volumes of complex data which cannot be effectively analyzed manually. This is where artificial intelligence plays a crucial role. Technologies such as machine learning and predictive analytics help in identifying patterns and forecasting consumer behavior. The discussion also suggests that while neuromarketing provides a deep behavioral insight, AI enhances data interpretation, and the most effective approach is the integration of both with human managerial decision making. The graph shown here highlights the growing dependence on AI-driven tools in marketing decision making, indicating a shift towards data-driven strategies. The study proposes a 4-stage human AI neuromarketing framework for FMCG strategy. It begins with neural response measurement, where consumer reactions are captured using tools like EEG and eye tracking. These data are
to interrupt you, Kinkini, can you please wrap up the whole presentation within 10 minutes? Actually, we have this time limitation, okay? So quickly wrap up with your conclusion part so that we can finish your presentation on time, okay?
Okay. I'm only suggestion and conclusion is left. Can I continue?
Yeah, sure, but it has to be on time.
Okay, sure. The insights are translated into marketing actions such as packaging design, advertising, and brand positioning. Now we'll move to the suggestion part, which states that FMCG companies should adopt AI-driven neuromarketing strategies and use tools like EEG and eye tracking for better understanding consumer behavior. And also the future direction include the empirical validation using primary data and expanding these approaches to sectors like retail and e-commerce. Next, I will move to the conclusion that this study highlights the growing importance of integrating neuromarketing and artificial intelligence in modern marketing practices. And however, human managerial interpretation remains essential to ensure that these insights are applied strategically and ethically. So therefore, our study proposes a human AI neuromarketing framework which provides a structured approach for improving marketing decision making in FMCG sector. These are some of the references we have used in our study. And on this note, I would now like to conclude my presentation. And I would extend my gratitude to ABS Academy for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Pinky, for this insightful presentation. Now I'd like to ask our dignitaries, our audience, do you have any queries or should we proceed to the next presentation? I think no one has any query, so I'm proceeding to the next.
Can I just make it?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Ghosh, for your wonderful presentation. I hope you are listening what I'm saying here. I'm just worried about, like you say, that integrating the the AI and your basically the neuroscience, neuromarketing. Now, how ethical it is? Sometimes you are saying that you are trying to play with the emotions, subconscious mind of people, consumer, and then trying to influence them towards the brand or the product. So ethically, how correct it is, and what do you think in the ethical standard it will fit?
Ms. Kinkini, please unmute yourself and please give the reply of sir have asked.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question? I didn't get it.
Okay, Kinkini, the question is, you are using the AI tools and other things to influence the subconscious mind of consumer. How ethical it is in that direction? Just would like to have your views on that.
Sorry, I'm not getting the question actually.
You could not get the question, is not it? If you think that you are not ready to answer the question, no issue. Actually, our objective is to let you know that you must have to have some good understanding on whatever content you are presenting as your present. And you are the students, and we are appreciating your initiative. But at that same time, I would like to try to hear from sir what is really asking from you. 1 second, otherwise you may leave the question. 1 second, please try to understand.
Ethical standards, that's it. Ethical standards, how ethical it is.
Okay, please let us know about the ethical standards which actually you have mentioned in your presentation.
To influence the subconscious mind of the consumer, whether it is ethically correct or not.
Yes.
I think sir was right. So please give your answer as per your own thinking. Sir is asking what is your views on this. It may be right. It may be.
The ethical concerns include the consumer privacy, data security, and all this. It's okay, and many hearty congratulations to you for your good presentation. So, madam, you may please call upon the next presenter.
Okay, sir. So, moving forward to the next presentation, I would like to call Ms. Shreya Shur and Mr. Shubhotik Majumdar, BBA student from Asansol Engineering College. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please share your screen and give your presentation. Okay. And you have a time limit of 10 minutes, so please try to wrap up it within 10 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, one and all present here. My name is Shreya Shur from Department of Management Study under the esteemed guidance of Dr. Sudhik Basu. Today I am going to present the research paper on the topic of diversity and inclusion practices on modern organization. Now coming to the introduction part, in today's fast-paced and globally connected business environment, diversity and inclusion have become essential. Organization on people from different backgrounds, cultures and perspectives to remain competitive and innovative. Diversity refers to the presence of difference among individuals such as gender, ethnicity, culture and experiences. On the other hand, focuses on creations and environment where the differences are respected, valued and accepted. When properly implemented, diversity and inclusion help improve creativity and problem solving and increase employee engagement. Now coming to the literature review, these are the overview. Now coming to the objective parts, the main objectives are to identify diversity and inclusion practices in modern organization and to evaluate the impact of employee engagement, innovation and retention. Also aims to analyze how diversity and inclusion affects overall organization performance and to examine challenges like unconscious bias and resistance to challenge. Additionally, the study focuses on understanding the role of leadership and explores how technology can support fairness and transparency. Now coming to the methodology part, this study uses an analytic and descriptive research designed with a mixed method approach, combining both qualitative and quantitative techniques. Primary data was collected through surveys and interviews, while secondary data was gathered from reports and case studies. The data was analyzed using thematic and statistics method to identify patterns and relationships while meeting ethical standards throughout the research. Now coming to the findings part, the study shows that diversity improves creativity, innovation and problem solving in organization. Inclusive workplace increases employee engagement, statistics and retention. It also highlights the strong leadership is important for successful implemented. Lack of real commitment still exists and technology helps improve transparency but may also raise ethical concerns. Now coming to the recommendation part, organizations should ensure strong leadership, commitment and accountability towards diversity and inclusion. They should reduce bias through structured hiring and inclusion policies. Creating a safe and inclusive work environment is also important, and additional companies should provide regular training, support employee groups and use proper metrics to track progress. Now coming to the conclusion, diversity and inclusion plays a vital role in improving creativity, innovation and employee engagement in organization, and inclusive environment helps employees feel valued, safe and motivated, leading to better performance and retention. Although some challenges still exist, strong leadership, inclusion culture and strategies can help organizations successfully implement it and achieve long-term growth. These are the references that help to build the theoretical and practical foundation of this research. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. It was an amazing presentation. Now I would like to ask the audience and our dignitaries, anyone has any queries regarding this presentation?
If you have any question in your mind, you may please ask any questions to the presenter. Then both of us will be benefited. Otherwise, we may go for next
I
presentation.
think no one has any queries, so
thank
you so much. Thank you, Shreya.
Madam, please request them to complete their presentation within 6 to 7 minutes because we are running late.
Yes.
Another session is there. So it's my suggestion to all of you who will go for presentation that just taking a few minutes or 1 minute for introducing your topic, generally come to your objective and then you present your methodology that you have adopted and then major findings thereafter. And I think if you present your paper in that way, then you will be able to wrap up your presentation within the time frame. Is not incredible?
Yes.
Because you are running late.
Yeah, of course, sir. We also have to wrap it up within the timing. So I think all the presenters, those who are presenting today, they got the points. Be specific with your introduction, findings and conclusion in your presentation, and try to finish it within 6 to 7 minutes so that we can have a panel discussion also. Okay, so let's move into the next presenter. I would like to call Mr. Pratap Kumar. Please unmute yourself and switch on your video and share your screen for the presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, Pratap, you are audible.
Screen.
Share your screen, please.
Yes, just wait. Yes. So, is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
So, hello, good morning, all of you present here, the respected chairman, convener, and all my dear participants. I am very thankful to Professor Dr. Anand Mohan sir, convener of this international conference, for giving me this opportunity to present my paper on the topic, the need and use of semi-supervised learning in cybersecurity. In today's digital world, technologies like IoT, cloud computing, and distributed systems are growing rapidly. However, this growth has also increased the vulnerability of systems to cyber attacks. We also hear some news here and there about the cyber attacks, and which are also constantly evolving. The machine learning has helped improve cybersecurity, but it also has some limitations. So the problems with the existing approaches are, there are mainly two types of learning used. First is supervised learning, which works on the labeled data and provides high accuracy. But the problem is that the labeled data which is required is very expensive and time consuming to obtain. The second one is unsupervised learning. It works on unlabeled data and can detect anomalies. However, it often produces high false positives and lacks precision. So the solution is semi-supervised learning. It combines the small amount of labeled data and a large amount of unlabeled data. This hybrid approach improves detection accuracy while reducing dependency on labeled data sets. It acts as a balance between precision and adaptability. The challenges in cybersecurity are the continuous emergence of new attacks, also the zero-day attacks, difficulty in obtaining labeled data sets, huge and complex network traffic, detection of zero-day and polymorphic attacks. So the systems must not only detect known threats but also adapt to unknown ones. Its objective is to demonstrate importance of the semi-supervised learning, analyze the hybrid data set, derive mathematical models, also the formulas, and identify the benefits. So methodology. It works on the data collection from networks. The second step is data preprocessing.
Please,
Yes, ma'am, I am
the
wrapping it.
methodology part and go to the findings part so that it can be finished
Okay,
within a minute.
Okay, ma'am. So from the analysis of the research paper, it was found that 55% traffic was TCP, 25% is UDP, and 20% was IMCP. The formula is in the screen, as you can see. It depends on the packet size, data rate, duration, and it classifies the behavior into normal, suspicious, and anomalous behavior. Its advantages are reducing labeling cost, improved detection accuracy. It also detects the unknown zero-day attacks and adapts to the challenging environments. It also has some limitations, that is, it depends on the correct pseudo-labeling. To conclude, with the rapid increase in cyber threats, we need intelligent and adaptive security systems. Semi-supervised learning provides a powerful solution by combining the strengths of both supervised and unsupervised learning. The main problem that was the finding the labeling data sets. It improves the accuracy, reduces the cost, and helps detect emergency threat effectively. So thank you for your time and attention. I hope this presentation was insightful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pratap. And this was an engaging presentation. Now I'd like to ask our dignitaries and audience, do you have any queries regarding this presentation? So please ask.
Sir? Sir? Please.
Pratap, please tell me how this cyber security is helpful for nowadays, because you are taking the different type of logical analysis. So is it analysis is the main concern, or the algorithm part is the main concern?
Submitted research paper on the supervised learning and unsupervised learning. In supervised learning, the data sets were highly required, labeled data sets. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Pratap. So moving forward to the next presentation, I would like to call Mr. Aman Kaushik and Avinash Kumar. Please unmute yourself. Are you there, Mr. Aman Kaushik and Avinash?
Yes, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please share your screen and present your paper. And try to be on time within 6 to 7 minutes, and please be specific about introduction, findings and conclusion part, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible?
No, not visible.
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible?
Yeah, now it's visible. Please start.
So good morning to all of you present over here in the convention 2026. Respected Chairman and Professor Dr. Anand Mohan sir, for the convener of this international conference, for giving me this opportunity to present my paper on the topic application of mathematical concept in digital signature. So I would like to first of all give the introduction about that digital signature represents one of the most critical application of modern cryptography, serving as the electronic equivalent of handwritten signature while providing enhanced security features. The fundamental principle behind digital signature lies in asymmetric cryptography, which uses a pair of mathematical related keys like RSL, algorithm, modular arithmetic. The mathematical complexity of reversing this encryption process without the private key ensures the digital signature are virtually impossible to forge. This technology has become essential in securing online transaction, authenticating software update, verifying electronic documentation, etc. The literature review of this digital signature are modular arithmetic. This foundation of all public key cryptography uses some mathematical expression.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Aman. Please keep these.
And secondly, prime number and factorization.
Excuse me.
Third one is discrete
sorry to interrupt you, Mr.
problem.
Aman.
Fourth
Please
one is
keep these
elliptic
literature review part.
And fifth one is hash function, and sixth one is group theory. Now coming to the objective is analyze mathematical foundation, evaluate signature algorithm, access security mechanism, examine practical application. Now coming to methodology, that theoretical analysis we done by proving the mathematical expression. We conclude an extensive review of cryptography literature, examine peer-reviewed papers, etc. Now second one is comparative study.
Aman, please skip
Yes,
these methodology part. Please continue with the findings and conclusion. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, okay. Now, ending is mathematical security assumption. Our analysis confirmed that digital signature security relies entirely on mathematical hardness assumption as long as factoring large in logarithm, etc. Now, knowing your attack vector, several mathematical attacks have been identified against signature scheme when improperly implemented. Third one is implementation flaws. Our research identified that many security breaches result from implementation error rather than mathematical weakness. There is suggestion that choose appropriate algorithm, use standard libraries, proper key management, implement hash function, validate certified chain. Sixth one is monitor quantum computing advances. Now conclusion is that our comprehensive analysis demonstrates that digital signature represents a remarkable application of abstract mathematical concept to practice security problem. However, as we move forward in the future, the mathematical foundation of digital signature will remain critical to digital security. Understanding this concept enables better implementation choices, identify potential vulnerabilities, etc. Now the last one is references, as you can see, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Aman. It was a great presentation. So I'd like to ask my audience and dignitaries, do you have any doubt or any query regarding this presentation? Please ask.
You may please comment.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aman. Now.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now moving forward to the next presentation, I would like to call Mr. Joydev Banerjee and Priya Mishra. Please unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yeah, it's audible. And also switch on your video and share your screen for the presentation.
My screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible, but the presentation is not visible.
Ma'am, is it visible now?
Your presentation is not visible. Please try once again.
Is it visible now, ma'am?
No. Still now, the presentation is not visible. Your Google Meet preface is showing actually.
Madam, if he likes so, he can give his whole presentation. Otherwise, you may call upon the next presenter. In the meantime, you will be able to take care of the. Then you may please select enter. Please open your PPT. Please open your PPT. Please minimize the present screen and open your PPT. Joydeep, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, but I tried, but it is
No, you please minimize the screen and then open your PPT. Now your screen is not visible. You please reshare. Otherwise, madam, you may please call upon the next one, and then you will give a chance to him.
Okay, Joydeep, please
try to resolve your issue.
Join again after the session. So now moving forward to the next presentation, I would like to call Monami De and Ankit Mondol. Please unmute yourself and switch on your video.
Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Ankit Mandal.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ankit.
I will present
Share
today.
your screen.
Is this visible, ma'am?
Yeah, it's visible, and start your presentation and be specific with the introduction, findings and conclusion part, and try to finish it within 6 to 7 minutes, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Today I am presenting our research on urban versus rural consumption pattern, a comparative economic study. Our research mainly focuses on how people in urban and rural areas spend their income differently and what factors influence these patterns. Consumption is an important indicator of economic activity because it reflects people's living standards and preferences. In India, there has always been a gap between urban and rural consumption. Urban areas usually have higher income, better jobs, and more access to goods and services. On the other hand, rural areas depends mostly on agriculture and face limitations like poor infrastructure. However, due to digitalization and government initiatives, this gap is slowly reducing. Our study focuses on analyzing these changing and consumption patterns. For literature review, to support our study, we refer to several economic theories and post-research.
Please keep the literature review part and please come to the finding points and conclusion points.
Okay, ma'am. Our findings show clear differences between urban and rural consumption. Urban households have more diversified spending due to higher income. They spend more on housing, education and healthcare and luxury items. Rural households mainly focuses on essential goods, especially goods, which takes around 55% of their income compared about 35% in urban areas. We also found that income is the most important factor affecting consumption. However, increasing internet usage is slowly changing rural consumption behavior. To conclude, there are clear differences between urban and rural consumption pattern due to income and infrastructure differences. Urban consumers have more modern and diversified depending habits, while rural consumers focus on basic needs. However, the gap is gradually reducing due to economic development and digital transformation. This shows that rural markets are becoming increasingly important for future growth. This study based on secondary data from sources like NSS reports, World Bank publications and various research papers. We have also referred to well-known economics like Engels, Keynes and Diation.
Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you so much, Ankit, for your presentation. And now I would like to ask my dignitary guests and audience, do you have any doubt or any query regarding this presentation? Please ask.
Okay. What kind of secondary data you have collected for your study? Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Which kind of secondary data you have collected for your study? which data you have collected, which data you have used for your study. You have said that you have used secondary data collected from different official sources.
You have used secondary data, which means data is already collected and published by others.
Which kind of data? Which data you have collected?
Okay.
For expenditure?
From sources like National Sample Survey reports, World Bank publication, and
these are the sources of those data. But under which head you have collected your data? Monthly expenditure or yearly expenditure or expenditure on consumer durables or FMCG.
Okay.
I think you did not get my point.
We have collected data from sources like national.
Okay. Thank you for your presentation. Madam, please.
Thank you so much, Ankit. And now I would like to call Joydeep Banerjee. Are you ready for the presentation?
Yes, ma'am, but the screen sharing issue. Wait.
Share your screen. Try to share your screen and presentation. Okay.
Ma'am, my one co-author will present. Is it possible?
Ms. Priya Mishra, right? Ms. Priya Mishra, please unmute yourself and switch on your video and share your screen for your presentation, please.
Ma'am, is this visible?
Yeah, this one is visible and you are audible too. Please start your presentation and try to be specific with the introduction, finding and conclusion part, and try to finish it up within 6 to 7 minutes, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, respected chairperson, honorable judges and faculty members. I am BBA student of Management Studies Department, Arkansas Engineering College. It's my pleasure to present the research work along with my co-author Priya Mishra, who is also a BBA student from Arkansas Engineering College. This research work has been carried out under the esteemed guidance of Dr. Sudeep Basu, head of the department of Arkansas Engineering College. Our research is titled Business Communication in the Era of Artificial Intelligence, Strategic Implications for Modern Organization. Now we'll go to the introduction part. Please change the slide. Priya, please change the slide.
Ms. Priya, your screen is not visible. Change the slide, please.
Second part.
Okay, try to skip these methodology parts and all. Please conclude with the introduction, findings and conclusion, okay?
No, ma'am, the screen is visible for introduction. Can I start?
Yeah, sure.
Now, business communication has undergone a significant transformation with the emergence of artificial intelligence, AI-powered tools such as chatbots, virtual assistant, and automated systems have made communication faster, accurate, and highly personalized. These technologies help organizations improve efficiency, enhance customer engagement, and support better decision making. However, along with these benefits, AI also brings challenges such as data privacy concerns, ethical issues, and loss of human touch. Therefore, understanding the strategic implications of AI in business communication has become essential for modern organization. Now moving to the literature review section. Please Priya, go to the third section.
Can you please keep this literature review slide also? Come to the finding parts, please.
Okay, ma'am. Please, Priya, go to the finding section. Our analysis shows that the AI is having a growing impact on business communication processes. It also enables faster data integration and more effective information sharing among stakeholders. As organizations that use AI-supported communication systems have reported improvement in response time, coordination, and overall communication efficiency. Another important finding is that AI enhances customer engagement and organizational responsiveness, as AI-based tools helps businesses understand customer preference, track feedback, and evaluate communication outcomes. As a result, organizations are able to make better decisions, respond quickly to market changes, and maintain strong relationships. As in the diagram, you can see that the increase of AI usage over the year per year. However, despite these advantages, AI should be used in responsible and balanced manner as is meant to support human communication rather than replace it completely. Now we'll go to the suggestion recommendation part. Please change the slide. Based on these findings, the following recommendation can be suggested, such as firstly, organizations should adopt AI technology gradually and ensure proper training is provided to employees for effective use. Secondly, the organization must develop clear policies regarding data protection and ethical use of AI to maintain trust and security. Additionally, the regularly evaluation of AI systems is important to ensure they align with organization objectives. Finally, organizations should maintain a balance between AI-driven tools and human communication, as human interaction is essential for building trust and handling complex situations. Therefore, by combining the technological innovations by human expertise, an organization can build more effective and sustainable communication system. Now come to the conclusion of our study. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a game-changing technology that is transforming how modern organizations communicate. It helps improve information management, communication effectiveness, and stakeholder engagement through AI-based systems. By using data-driven insights and advanced analytical capabilities, organizations can enhance their overall performance and develop more effective communication strategies. Our study highlights that AI enables better communication interaction, faster decision making, and improved information handling. However, the key lies to using AI strategically and responsibly so that it enhances communication without replacing the human elements. Now go to the references part. This study is based on various books, research papers, and journal articles, as mentioned in the presentation, that it is well-known authors in the field of AI and business communication. Thank you for the time and attention. I would like to have any questions or here to anyone sessions. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Joydeep. It was a nice presentation. Now I would like to ask my dignitary guests and audience, do you have any queries or any doubt?
Okay, madam, please go on.
Okay, so thank you, Joydeep, for this presentation. Now moving forward to the next presentation, I would like to call Mr. Hiralal Shaw to unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, ma'am. May I start, ma'am? Hello? Am I audible?
Sorry for the interruption, Mr. Hiradal. Please hold your presentation. Now we have our dignitary guest, Professor Dr. Interdisciplinary Ghoshal, who will be giving a knowledgeable speech to us. Please, sir, come on the stage. The stage is yours right now.
Very good morning to all of you. Very good morning. Before starting the presentation, I would like to thanks to all the organizing committee of this conference. I would like to thanks our chairperson, our chairman of this institute. I would like to thank all the dignitaries who were sitting over there. I would like to thank all the paper presenter, all the researcher, and all my dearest colleagues and friends, but not in the least, all my dearest students. I am really honored, and it is my pleasure to hear with you, and I'll be giving some ideas why the research is important for the social science and the management researcher. Why it is important? Because of many paper presenters who have given the presentations. I have been observed from beginning to end, whatever they have given the presentation. I was having so many queries, but no. I think I should give some suggestions to them, because of they are very new, they are entering in this world, and they are trying to do some research work. I really appreciate to them, because of they all are students and they are doing some good research. The topic whatever they have selected, I was really thank to all of you, because of I'm really thank to all of you. Whatever the topic you have selected, it's really good. But you require the guidance, proper guidance. Some of the times what actually have been observed, the teacher and my colleague is also there. He has already given the suggestions and he has already associated with this paper. So really thankful to them, because of some of the teachers, they are trying to guide the students to do some research work. As we know that research is most important. Whatever I am trying to say today, I would like to share my experience, because I have been associated as an editor in many journals as well as book. Around 15 books I have been published from different international publishers like Springer, Emerald, Taylor & Francis. So still I am working as an editor in many journals. One journal is already, we got the approval from Emerald and it is under call for papers. So the knowledge that I am sharing with you, which is most important for the social science researcher, right now, first of all, they have to understand what about the academic journal. As we know that right now research is most important. Everywhere, wherever you will be going, the authority will ask, please do some research work, please do some research work. At least 2 papers in a year. Semester wise 1 paper. Even wherever I am working, we are having the target. 4 papers we have to publish in a year in index journal, like Scopus or Web of Science. Only they will consider if you are publishing the paper in Scopus and Web of Science. What is this? Basically this is the database. Okay. If you are not publishing the Scopus in and Web of Science, they will not consider. They are not considering even normal peer-reviewed journal also. What actually I am having, because I am working as an associate professor, so I am having this target. And every assistant professor, those who are working in our university, they are having the target, at least 2 papers is required in a year. With index journal, I am just sharing my experience, real experience I am sharing. And for PhD scholar, they has to publish throughout the PhD 2 papers with index journal, either in Scopus or Web of Science. Without that, they will not consider. So, target, because we are working in private universities, so we have to do whatever the requirement they are having. We know that, the reality we know that, and we have to do it. But the thing is that what problems we are having, mainly the social science, because of your theme is multidisciplinary, right? So whatever the theme you have, and whenever we are going for the publications, number of times we are getting the rejection mail. Your paper has not been selected, or the paper has been rejected from the editorial section, from the reviewer section. So students and paper presenter, first of all, we all are the research area, because we are doing something. So what about the academic journal from the social science point of view? What about this? I'm just giving the ideas what about the academic journal. I'll be taking maximum 15 minutes, not more than that, because of the time, because of many dignitaries are there who will be giving some presentation and will be sharing their experience and ideas also in this field. So I'm trying to share what about the academic journal. The journal is a French word, because of all we are working in private and we are trying to publish the paper in academic journal. But what about academic journal? Our target is we have to publish the paper in this journal, this journal. Someone is telling you can publish this journal, you can publish your paper in this journal. And we are getting so many mails, right? We are getting the mail through, every time we are getting the information through mail. We will publish your paper within 48 hours, within 24 hours. Am I right or wrong? So we are getting that kind of mail, right? We are getting. So please be avoid this journal. First of all, I would like to say, please avoid. If you are getting the mail, we will publish your paper within 48 hours, within a week, within 24 hours. Please avoid this kind of journal. Because of this journal is basically going for the predator. So don't go. If you are not getting the review after submission of your paper, please don't go for that particular journal. Don't publish your paper in this journal if you are not getting any review from the journal body. If you are getting the review in a proper way, in a systematic way, please submit. Many journals are there, those who are taking the money. Only they are taking the money and they are publishing the paper. Please, I request to all of you, because of many researchers are there, don't go for that particular journal those who are taking only the money and publishing their paper. So academic journal is basically an outlet from different fields like medicine, management, education and commerce and technology also. The first academic journal seen in 1665, it's around 350 years ago. The concept of academic journal, because always we are targeting we will publish a paper in journal. This is all about the academic journal. So as a researcher, we have to understand what about this. So please go for that particular journal where you have to register yourself first. You will get the login where you have to register yourself. You have to create your account with your username and password, and then there is a process for submission. Then submit your paper. This is the way, the system that you have to maintain. If you are not maintaining that kind of system, so I request you, please avoid that kind of journal. Because there is a system, there is a portal, what actually you have to maintain. You have to log in your ID, you have to log in yourself, and then you have to submit your paper. This is the way to submit your paper. There is another part, despite being interdisciplinary, it has especially unique selling proposition. There is a rigorous peer review system. As already I told you, some of the journals, bodies are there, those who are taking APC, article processing charge. Only they are taking IPC and they are publishing the paper. As already I told in beginning, don't go for that particular journal if you are not getting the review system. Many paper presenters have given the presentation. After that, what eventually they will think, at least my paper would be published somewhere. Journal, yeah, book is there, who will be considering my paper, right? So, paid and unpaid, both journals are there. But you can choose the paid version journal, but please check they are having the proper system or not. They are taking your paper with ABC, that's fine. They are having the review process or not. At least 2 to 3 times review. It's required. If they are not doing, if they are not following these rules, please don't submit your paper to this journal. One is most important, that is indexing. As already I told you, see these particular things. Social science researcher, management researchers and technology based, those who are publishing the paper, this is the criteria where they can publish. From the management background, ABDC is the highest category, Australian Business Deans Council. This is basically listed, not indexed. This is basically listed under ABDC. A star is the highest category of the listed under ABDC. Management people, social science researcher, they have the target to publish at least ABDC journal. ABDC stands for Australian Business Deans Council. The highest category is A star. Then A, B, C. That's it, no D. There is no concept of D. There is a concept of ABS, Association of Business School, Chartered Association of Business School. This is also the listed, not indexed. Under ABS, there is a category 4 star, is the highest category. 4 star, 3 star, 2 star, 1 star. These are the category where you can publish your paper. ABS, management people, social science researcher, they can publish their paper, as well as health care related. Those who are pursuing the PG course or UG course, they can target at least the paper in ABS or ABDC category. After that, there is a Web of Science. This is also the database. Now we are coming to the main part, that is indexing. Under Web of Science, there are 4 categories. One is SCI. Basically, who will target SCI? The area from biotechnology, the area from science, technology, they can target the SCI journal. As SSCI, who will target SSCI? Social science researcher. As well as management researcher, who will target SSCI. AHCI, who will target AHCI? This is all about the index. I am trying to say this is all about the index. Who will target AHCI? Arts, humanities and health. Related people, those who will target AHCI. Management people will target ESCI as well as SSCI. It is the 4th category under Web of Science. And last one is Scopus. Okay, because we know that we are having the database. We have the database. One is Scopus and another one is Web of Science. So these people, they can target this database where they can publish the paper. This is my last slide. Please target this publisher. If you have the very good paper, you can target the book chapter, you can target your article in this publisher and try to publish your paper in Scopus, Web of Science, which already I have shared. Because of the slide, it will take minimum 1 hour to complete this process or to complete this presentation because of time limit is there. So I am trying to conclude this one, which is required for everyone nowadays. Research is most important, and please avoid that kind of journal which already I told you. Predatory journals, please avoid those who are only taking the money and they are publishing the paper. Please avoid and try to focus the good journals with good publishers. These all are the publishers. Okay, you can target for your article as well as journal also. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Whatever the knowledge I have, so just I have shared with you. If you have any questions, please let me know or feel free to reach me. Please, if you have any questions from your end, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon.
One question is in mind. We know that Scopus has 4 categories: Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So what are the basic differences between Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4?
Very good questions.
And what are the advantages and disadvantages of these channels?
Yeah, very good questions from your end. Thank you, Professor Sneha Babu. Basically, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, it is under Scopus category, means Scopus quartile. Q1 is the highest category of the Scopus, first of all. Even you will see under Web of Science also they have the 4 category, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Recently, it has been incorporated under Web of Science. And under Scopus Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, basically it depends based on your journal citations. Again, I am telling you, based on your journal citations, how many papers they are citing under this journal. Suppose the journal name is XYZ. Last 2 years calculations is very, very important for the impact factor. Last 2 years, how many papers have published from this journal? And how many papers have cited many times. And based on these 2 years calculations, you have to give the impact factor. You have to establish the impact factor of this journal. And one is very important, that is Scimago journal ranking, SJR rank. You will see, SJR ranking is very, very important if I am talking about Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. The scholar, the students, PhD scholar students, they will target first the Q4. Don't target Q3, Q2, Q1 because of you cannot publish, because of you are not having the proper idea how to publish the paper in Q1 and Q2. Because it is very difficult to justify, it is very difficult to select your paper under Q1 and Q2 category. It's very difficult. So what you will target? You will target Q4. Start Q4. Many Interscience journals are there under Q4. Interscience journal, Interscience is the publishers. Many Interscience journals are there where you can target the Q4 and Q3 category. So it's rank, the rank of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 based on the impact factor of 2 years as well as the Scimago journal ranking. The ranking of the journals of last 2 years, then they will decide the impact factor as well as the rank of the journals. That is the difference among Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So you have to start from Q4. You will see the rank, the Scimago journal ranking SJR of the Q4 is very low. Then Q3, then Q2, then Q1. So please check the rank of the journal through SJR. Just type in Google SJR, Scimago journal ranking, and after that you have to write the journal name. Then you will see one window where you will get this journal is under Q4 or Q3 or Q1 or Q2. Which category of Scopus? So you will target from Q4, and the difference among 4, already I told you, based on the impact factor of last 2 years as well as the Saimago journal ranking. Yeah, please, any questions? Professor Sinha? What about the questions you asked?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, one question is for each DOI, each compulsory for any articles.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so DOI basically digital object identifier. Whenever you are publishing your paper, digital object identifier in the sense, whenever you are publishing the paper, when your paper will come in online, then you will get one DOI. And through DOI, you can track your paper number of times. Today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, whenever. Through DOI, digital object identifier, through DOI, you can track your paper, whatever you have been published. Okay, whatever you have been published. If those journals are not providing the DOI, don't worry about it. Because many journals are there, those who are not providing the DOI. It is not that this journal is not good. Even one journal is there, Journal of Polymer and Composite, where I have been associated as an editor. So they are not providing the DOI. This journal is too good.
Thank you, sir. Your views are very important for us.
Thank you.
Certainly, we can think for our publication parts.
Yeah.
Once again, call you for this type of session.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for your insightful session. Next, I would like to invite Hira Lal Shaw. Sir, are you there? Hira Lal Shaw, sir, are you there? Am I audible to you, sir?
We can take after this madam session.
Now, we'll take a small pause in these presentations. We are really privileged to have with us one of our director, Mrs. Shruti Chakraborty with us today. She is our beloved Shruti madam, and she is coming from Delhi just because of this conference. Though she is not, she is into a different profession from us. She is into media and journalism. But today, on this platform, as we are exchanging our views and thoughts from various disciplines, we definitely wish to hear something from her about her journey, about her inspiration, motivations, and anything she would like to share with us. So can I request Shruti ma'am to please come up on the stage and share a few words. Thank you so very much, ma'am.
To my dearest dignitaries, respected teachers and my students, first of all, thank you ma'am for this wonderful introduction. Though I don't deserve such kind words, but it's really wonderful to be present here today and talking about my journey and my inspiration. I think two people sitting right in front of us is my father and my mother. They are the inspiration of everybody, I think, sitting here, as well as mine. My journey, I am into journalism and media. I am a sports journalist since 8 years now, and I have worked on various fields, especially in sports, especially in cricket, football, badminton, basketball, shooting. So I've covered almost all the sports, and whatever you see in the screens are just a glimpse of my journey since 2017 as I entered the sports field from Arch Tak. I have worked with Ajtak for an internal project, and then I worked with AIF, All India Football Federation. That is the Football Federation of India, where it comes under FIFA and AFC. So I have worked there for 5 years, and now I have joined Warner Brothers Discovery, as you know, the Discovery Channel. So I have joined last year. So this is my journey as a creative person in journalism, you can say. And I have interviewed almost, I think, 20 to 30 athletes all around the sporting culture. I have experienced a lot of emotions behind the scenes. I have covered a lot of behind the stories, what goes through. You just see an athlete performing in the field, or you just see an athlete performing on the TV. You don't know what goes behind those athletes. You don't understand the emotions. You don't know how their struggle is. So whatever I have done, whatever I completed my journey with them, I have completed all the courses, all the mention of these athletes. You know Sunil Chhetri, you know Soni Nodi, whoever is a Mohan Bagan supporter here. You know Virat Kohli. So I have come up with their stories to the public. It's not only of posting a story on Reel or Instagram or Facebook. I have worked on stories where there are athletes who don't get support, nor from the government, nor from the industry, nor from the federation. So I have covered those stories to help them visualize, to help them make public. So this is my journey. I do a bit for the society, I think. I don't like to take all the credits because there are a lot of people behind me who have supported me. But yeah, this is a small journey that you see on the screen with all the people, with all the athletes. And yes, for your question, the biggest inspiration is City, right? They did not even tell me, don't do this course, don't do that course, don't go to this university. They have always supported me, and I think the biggest lesson that I have learned from them and I follow is discipline. So I think Chairman Sir yesterday mentioned about discipline, and I think that makes an athlete also a big athlete, discipline. So that's the biggest lesson that I can take away from. And for this conference, yesterday I saw some videos on YouTube, and it's so much amazing that people from all around all around the states or the cities are coming and presenting their papers. I remember I presented my paper in Pune. I studied from MIT School of Journalism in Pune on paid and unpaid news. I think most of the professors might have known this, paid and unpaid news. So whenever I was watching this, I was thinking about my presentation, that how nervous I was back then, and it happens with all of us, but I'm glad to be in front of everybody here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, madam. We always say that ABS Academy is not an organization, it's basically an extended family. And with Shruti ma'am present today with us, it makes the family complete. Though we are missing Samriti ma'am, one of our another director ma'am. Samriti ma'am we are missing, but due to some unavoidable circumstances, she is not with us today. But thank you so much ma'am for sparing your time and managing your busy schedule just to be with us today. Thank you so very much. We'll continue with the next session.
Coming back to the presentation part, I will request Hira Lal Shaw to please be present with us. And Professor Dr. Interdisciplinary will chair Seminar 5, Session 5. Sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Please continue with your presentation.
I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you are. So please try to wrap up within 6 to 7 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. So respected all the chairpersons and all the delegates, good afternoon. And I'm here also, a research scholar from Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, Mizoram University. And my topic is data-driven assessment of quality of life using ANN for implementing of community development program on priority-based target. So, thank you for joining my presentation. So, in the introduction part, just I would like to introduce quality of life. It is a comprehensive concept that covering social, economic, health, environmental, psychological and cultural aspect. So it is So understanding the quality of life factor is crucial for research, all the researchers, policy makers and practitioners to enhance individual and community well-being. So in introduction part, another thing is the vital role play in my research that CSR, it is a vital component of business strategy and sustainable development mandated by the law in India, and so the effective CSR fund allocation can drive sustainable development in rural area like Rajawada village, which I have taken as a study area. So in the literature review, just I mention here evaluation of CSR and quality of life impact, and some of CSR initiatives and impact. And some of physical fuzzy-based MCDM approach in my study. So the main objective, the study context, the Rajawada village face challenges in healthcare, education, water and professional opportunity. And the main objective of my research is used to fuzzy-based MCDM approach to prioritize CSR initiatives and allocate fund for maximize quality of life impact in the village. In the methodology, there are four parts. First, selection of study area. Second is the collection of data. Third is computation of quality of life of family. Sample using NN-based computational model. Fourth is the analysis of data. So this is my study area. The village name is Rajawada. It is small village located in Chandrapura block of Bokaro district. So this village has a basic facility including government primary school, government middle school, and also healthcare facility including community health, primary health center and primary sub health center within the 5-kilometer radius. So this is the schematic diagram of the quality of life model. So in this model, there are 14 domains I have taken. 14 domains and 7 factors appropriately joining 2 domains for each factor that impact the quality of life were identified. So for this The questionnaire was designed by me and developed identifying the major criteria that determine each factor by domains together as a pair of data collection as score scaled from 1 to 10 against different classified data provided by the respondents. So this is the artificial neural network which I used.
Sorry to interrupt you, Irana. Please go to the finding and conclusion.
Connected node and neurons that process information and generate output based on the input data. So this
Sir,
technique
sorry for
allowed-
interrupting. Please come to the conclusion part, sir,
Okay, ma'am.
and your findings.
So this is the data collection part. So I have collected the data from the residing family in the Rajawada village. So this is the our some mathematical framework which I have used to compute the quality of life index. The first one is quality interval. So there are three quality interval. First one is stable quality interval. Second is increasing quality interval. Third one is decreasing quality interval. So projection diagram. This is the function which I have used to compute the quality of life as a sensitivity function. It is called sensitivity function. So the image of fx is sensitivity function is called as sensitivity number. The first one is negative sensitivity number. It indicates the value of parameter less than the suggested value, and the positive number indicates the value of same is more than suggested range or value. And third one is zero sensitivity number, so that the value of parameter lies in the recommended range. So in this slides, impact and quality index of parameters and macroscopic number. So for macro level analysis, I used this macroscopic number. So this is the formula for integrated quality index. So based on the above NN based computational model, the Python program was developed by me for computation of quality of life and family of this village. My finding so in this research study, 22 family samples were critically analyzed, and the result revealed a diverse range of integrated quality of life across the various domains. So, if the quality of life of a family is greater than 50, then family fulfill all the criteria, at least minimum required measures. So, the figure 4, this figure shows the overall integrated quality of life of the family sample, where we can see the total 22 family and the 7 family belongs under the satisfactory classification, and rest of the 15 family belongs have less than 50 quality index, which shows that those families are need to development for industrial sustainable development. So this figure is domain-wise integrated quality of life of family. So where we can get the affected domains in which corporate can use their fund priority-wise. So this is the visual representation of quality of life for family in different areas. So geographical distribution of quality of life across the villages area with a comparable condition identified based on the resource, infrastructure and accessibility of the facility. So, using this figures, we can identify the area that requires the targeted intervention to enhance quality of life, and a different integrated quality of life indices highlight aspect of influencing the quality of life. Family with poor, which has less than 40, so those family economic their economic stability is not good, and last is access to resource. So suggested intervention, occupational support, healthcare service, hydration access. So these are the findings. So some of the suggestion and recommendation for my study, CSR event and sorry sir, just I will take one or two minutes, sir. So my study recommends strategic SIR, CSR investment in healthcare, livelihood development, education, sanitation, and community development.
Sir, sorry for interrupting, so please come to the conclusion.
Okay, ma'am. In the conclusion, so the result indicates the most of 22 sample family fall below the fair quality of life threshold, with only a few showing fair and satisfactory living condition. Several families were categorized under poor or very poor quality of life levels. So the analysis identified the economical status, working environment, family coordination, and spiritual satisfaction as the most affected domain. So these findings reveals the significant socio-economic disparities in the village despite the presence of nearby industrial establishment. So and last, the Fiji-based MCT model effectively handle the complexity and interdependent among the multiple quality of life parameters, enabling the identification of key areas requiring intervention. So these are my conclusion. So these are my reference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, any question from the judges panel or from the audience?
Hello. Yeah, Mr. Harilal Shah, right? Hiralal. Sorry, Hiralal.
Hiralal.
Mr. Hiralal, thanks for your presentation. The topic that you have selected, the topic is really good. But few observations from my end. Few observations. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, but I don't get you, sir.
No, am I audible to you? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Just observation in the sense, objective and your hypothesis. In presentation, you have given objective/hypothesis.
Yes.
Objective/hypothesis. Just I am having a question. Is the objective and hypothesis both are same? Is the objective and hypothesis both are same?
No, sir.
In your presentation, there is no hypothesis, and you will see. Come to your objective section. Just this is my observation. So I think, yeah. Come to your objective.
Okay, sir.
I'm just asking you if you are like, it is not required to show your objective. I was asking you, the objective and your hypothesis both are same? The concept of objective and hypothesis? Okay, leave it. If anyone have any question? Any from the participants?
Hello. Am I audible, Mr. Hirarao?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks for this nice presentation. I have a few queries. First of all, could you please tell me what is the sample size? It is 22, right?
Sorry, sir?
Your sample size is 22 families. Am I right?
Sample size, yes, sir. Number of family. 22, sir.
So as far as your study is concerned, so you have considered that to measure the QWL, qualitative work life, right? So you have mentioned that you have designed the questionnaire yourself. So have you checked the validity and reliability of the questionnaire? First question. Second question is that, how many items you have framed in the questionnaire? It's my second question.
Sorry, sir. Repeat, sir. Repeat again, sir.
Have you checked the reliability and validity of the questionnaire?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it is good. So how many items you have framed in the questionnaire?
What is sir? How many
items? Okay, thank you, Hida. Okay, thank you.
So one more question to you. Is hypothesis and objective same? Okay, sir. Leave. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to call Shubhadeep Roy, Assistant Professor of ABS Academy Management and Health Science. The stage is all yours, sir.
Respected Chairman Sir, DC Ma'am, Director Ma'am, and Actor Sirs, and all respected dignitaries and dear students. Myself, Shubhadeep Roy, Assistant Professor of ECA Department. My topic is glaucoma identification from retinal fundus images using rough set-based image segmentation. Glaucoma is a significant eye disease that leads to damage of the optical nerves. When a significant number of nerve fibers are damaged, a blind spot created on the sight. Then proper treatment is not done and permanently vision loss. My new proposed methods use rough set theory. Are presented. Rough set theory is powerful mathematical framework for handling vagueness and uncertainty in data without fuzzy information. This rough set theory is used for pattern recognition, feature reductions, and uncertainty modeling in various domains. My proposed methods leverage this roughness information to accurately segmented optic discs and curved region across the multi-level retinal images. The effectiveness of this approach is validated through experimental emulations and comparison with the clinically obtained CDR measurements. Next, objectives. Main objective of this project is to implement curve to disc ratio, means a CDR ratio, using image segmentation technique that would be able to detect the person is glaucoma affected or not. Next, 5 methodology is used, a process is used in these proposed methods. First of all, region of interest. This is the portion of the image that is used for extracting, for isolated, for the image. This is for further uses. The optic nerve head region is the more relevant information for extracting the region of interest using dedicated image processing softwares. This process is essential for reducing computational complexity and eliminate irrelevant backward information. Next process, granular determinations. These represent group of intensity level and play a crucial role in capturing uncertainty with the image. Three process, computation of rough pixel neighborhood velocity index. This is process pixel level roughness is first calculated and which reflect the degree of intensity within the neighborhood. Based on this roughness value, the rough pixel neighborhood velocity index is computed. Homogeneous neighborhoods exhibit minimal uncertainty and lower index value. And whereas heterogeneous regions is to structural boundaries and produced a higher hostility index value. This contrasts from a foundation of effective X detection in the next step. Edge extraction using rough pixel neighborhood hostility index. The rough pixel hostility index obtained in the previous stage provided spatial distribution of homogeneity and heterogeneity across the image. Last process, computation of curve to disc ratio. The curve to disc ratio is then calculated as the ratio of curve diameter to disc diameters. The ratio as a clinical indicator or glaucoma diagnosis. If the computed CDR exceeds 0.65, the image is classified as glaucoma, otherwise it is classified as non-glaucomas. This is the flowchart of the methodology. 4 fixtures in the slides. First of input fundus image. This is collected from the mega eye center from Bardwans. And next ROI image, region of interest. Third one is a segmented disc for granular size 38 and threshold value 144, and last one is a segmented graphs of granular size 38 threshold 169. This one is a optic disc and this one is optic curve. Experimental result, I have used 12 images and the corresponding critical ratio 0.65 and 0.644 and others, and the CDR of the graph state is corresponding value. This experiment about 40 images and 36 images accuracy and 4 images false. The experiment is resulted by the ratio is 0.2. If the ratio difference is less than 0.2, then the value considered a success, otherwise failure. The proposed approach has been evaluated using retinal image acquired from the Mega Eye Hospital, Bardwan. Experimental results demonstrate that the method accurately estimates the CDR and shows the strong agreement with the clinical assessment, highlighting its potential usefulness as a decision support tools for glaucoma screening. Conclusions. It is a novel approach for detecting curve to disc ratio of fundus image. By calculating this parameter, we can conclude whether there are possibility of glaucoma or not. The result indicates superior performance over the traditional manual methods. Methods remain to be investigated to achieve optimum threshold and glaucoma for the purpose of glaucoma detections. And these are references, journals and books. Thank you. Any questions about this topic? Any questions?
Thank you for the nice presentation, but I have just one query regarding that CDR critical value. You have zeroed into just 0.65. So, what is the rationale behind that zeroing into that value, that 0.65? Because if it goes above, then it's a yes, and if it goes beyond it or below it, then it's a no. So, your experiment or your entire analysis goes on that value, and the result also you will be having based on that value itself. So if that value changes, the entire experiment will be failed or successful. So my question is, how we were getting that value of that critical value of 0.65? That's it.
0.65 is the indicator for the calculated for the CDR value. If the value is greater than the 0.65, this patient is called as a glucomas, or is less than the 0.65 is not a glucomas. This value is proposed for the my methods. This is a collection from the McKay centers. This machine is calculated the 0.65.
But you are taking the critical value of 0.65 and
but the difference calculated for my methods and the method and the machine methods, the difference is 0.2. That is calculated glucomas or not.
Yes, that is fine, but why not 0.85? That is fine.
This is calculated value is from the McKay centers and the technical support of the indicated value.
So it is based on some sort of standard procedure?
Standard value.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you.
Any more questions? Okay, well, that was a very wonderful presentation, sir. Now we are privileged to have Professor Dr. Sudeep Basu, Assistant Professor and HOD of Asansol Engineering College. Please, sir, I would request you to come on stage.
Sudeep, just a minute. Before your presentation, I would like to say, sir, you, sir, yeah. I forget your name, sir, please. No question. Only just see your reference. Reference, whatever you have incorporated here, the reference is not a proper format. Please check when you are preparing the presentations. All the references formats are different. So please make the reference.
I have total 12.
No. I'm just talking about either your style. Either you have to use APA or MLA or Harvard or Chicago or Vancouver, whatever. One style you should mention, one style you have to mention or you have to maintain. See the year, whenever you have given in the first for reference, the year is in the beginning. And in third year is in last. Okay, so please make it, so prepare fully prepare. Okay, thank you very much.
So very good afternoon, all of you present here. Especially, I would like to thank the entire management of ABS Academy for inviting me for this international conference, and not but the least that Professor Dr. Anand sir, whom I worked together with in Durgapur for such a long time, and still I am having that. Still I am saying that he is my guru. Still dates because I have learned so many things from him in my working time. And thank you so much for that, where I've seen that so many dignitaries are coming here whom I know very well. I will not wasting any enough more time. I know that lunch times they are very near. There is 1 until 1:30. So as per the key concern of the international conference, internationally interdisciplinary advanced management, engineering and health science. So I'll just take up a few parts of the health sciences, and I'm just highlighting a few parts that right now we are all aware about that green pharma. It's a very innovative area of research in the pharmaceutical industry. Talking about the green pharma now, what exactly about the green pharma? If I'm talking about the green pharma, it's basically the term is green pharmacy. Now, in today's scenario, we're supposed to have the pharmaceutical industry or pharmaceutical things, even though in the stores, we're supposed to go ahead with the green part. Going by the booking of the medicines or like coming for the medicine from a different area. Now, this pharmaceutical industry right now in India specifically, it has been increased day by day. And the government of India also influence and having so many initiatives there and funding so many things regarding the upliftment of this green pharma. Now, it basically integrates that particular pharmacy industry to a certain level so that people can get in touch with the different pharmaceutical procedures, or like ultimately it's all about the medicines. Now, there are some two pillars available in green pharma. That is, first thing is green chemistry, second is process identifications. Now, third one is very important, like waste reduction. That is very important in pharmacy. Right now, people are looking for the reduction of various wastes. And if we can reduce the waste, then we can easily put up the particular part of the pharmaceutical industry. We can reach to the maximum people. We can deliver so many maximum people. We can reach to the maximum customers rather for the pharmaceutical part. Now, one is like resource efficiency. Now we need multiple resources for getting enhancement of the green pharmacy. Now let's talk about this, all about like, if you're talking about the key strategies, first thing is all about, again I come back to that waste prevention. It is required at certain stage that we need to prevent the wastages, or we can use the particular waste in a different recycle mode. Now, second one is like that energy efficiency. That is also a part of the particular area of pharmaceutical industry that is supposed to use properly the energy consumptions. Now, third is like renewable feedstocks is also important in pharmaceutical industry. And like third or last one is like disposal part. Now, talking about if we are having responsible disposal, then it will be very easy for us to enhance the pharmaceutical thing in the proper green channel. If we want to put up the pharmacy in the green channel, we're supposed to be like responsible for the particular disposal part. Now, if I'm going by the application, like last thing I want to say that application part of the green pharmacy or green pharma, it's all about like research and development is required in every path, not only in green pharma. Everywhere is supposed to have an R&D section which develops the application or new innovations in different areas, not only in pharmaceutical, educational sector, in like industry, like the steel industry, everywhere R&D is a particular part where we have to go by the R&D section. Whether it is telecom, whether it is consultancy, whether it is IT, whether it is education, whether it is like talking about the coaching center, they are also doing for the research developments. So in the pharmaceutical industry, it is definitely 200% is that particular research development is required, because right now we are having going by the different issues are there, health issues are there, which is very much important for a particular part. Now next is all about the manufacturing part, because right now the population of India, talking about the population of India day by day has been increased. Now we have to capture the market. Now we're supposed to balance the demand and supply chain. So the manufacturing is another part where the demand is supposed to be has to be fulfilled. So that's at the next stage, so that people can get the medicines in a certain stage or easily get the medicines. Now last is the packaging and distribution, that is also a part of the particular pharmaceutical industry. As per the medicine is concerned, we're supposed to have the packaging and distribution. It's not about only packaging system. Distribution is also about the part. Before promotion, we're supposed to have that distribution ready with others so that people can get the medicines immediately if they are asking for the medicine at a particular store or medical store. And last but not least, that community pharmacy practice, that is also important, the awareness and the community. And we're supposed to use this practice of green pharma in our society also. That is first thing as a customer, as a consumer, we're supposed to use. We have to go by the particular practice with the green pharma. Otherwise, there is no upgradation with the green pharmas in India. So right now, we as Indian citizens, we are slowly adapting to green pharma, and we are looking for that in future time we can also use the green pharma in certain stage, so that we can have the particular green pharmacy in upheld positions. So again, I am thankful to everyone. It's my privilege to be here as a keynote speaker or like invited speaker for today's Interdisciplinary conference. Thank you so much.
Hello. Good afternoon, all the dignitaries, esteemed colleagues, and all participants. First of all, I would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude on this auspicious occasion of this Maha Ram Navami. At the very outset, first of all, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks and sense of gratitude to Professor Dr. Anand Mohan, the Principal of Management and Healthcare of this ABS Academy, and the visionary and transformative leader for inviting me in this international conference. I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Professor Dr. Pranab Mondol, the Principal of Education Segment of this ABS Academy. I have a long association with I used to call him Pranab. As I can recall my memory, while I was studying MBA, he was pursuing his PhD, and we used to share a common hostel. And I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Professor Pradipta Banerjee sir. He is a Shikha Ratna, awardee by the government of West Bengal. He is my guide, he is my philosopher, and as because of his unconditional support in my career, I am here today as a teacher and as I am representing my university. Last but not the least, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to our two international dignitaries. They are far away from Nepal, Professor Radhesham sir and Professor Dr. Vijay Kumar sir. I will be starting my presentation with a quotation. Imagine you are at the peak of your career. Everything is aligned, success is certain, and suddenly, overnight, everything is taken away. Your role, your comfort, your certainty. So, my question is, how would you respond? Would you react with anger, frustration, and stress, or would you remain calm, composed, or resilient? Actually, this is not a common or hypothetical corporate case. This is a real scenario or real case of Lord Rama. That situation he faced thousands of years ago. That we came to know from the Ramayana. Why he was exiled? He faced to forest. His response was not stress, but strength, accent, and clarity. Today, let us explore what this teaches us about managing stress in our own life. As we can gauge it, we are residing in a chaotic environment, and Today, stress is no longer an individual issue. It has become a global and common phenomena and common and global epidemic. As per WHO, World Health Organization, stress is a major contributor to both mental and physical health disorder. As per a report that I used to studying last night, that 37% people report experiencing daily stress globally. Stress is also a key factor behind non-communicable stress, which is about 74% of deaths worldwide. As per Gulf Work Report in India, 86% of employees are either struggling or suffering, while 14% feel thriving. As per a recent study, about 90% individuals experience moderate to high stress level, indicating how deeply stress is affecting us in our daily life. So there may be n number of sources of stress. Stress may be from personal sources, maybe from work-related workplace or work-related stress, from environment, from social and cultural sources, from academic and technology and many more. So while we are in stress, how it affects? It affects 4 aspects of our life: our body, our behavior, our emotion, and our mind. We feel tired at all time. Stress can cause frequent headache. You may get itching, rashes, or skin irritations. You may feel sick. You may feel short of breath or chest tightness. You keep thinking about same problem again and again. You make decision in hurry without thinking properly. You may not be able to decide what is right, what is wrong. Even small decision can make us difficult. So, managing stress, lessons from the Ramayana. As we know that today's conference is not organized to celebrate Ram Navami. However, the coincidence of these occasions offers a meaningful intellectual lens. It allows us to revisit the life of Lord Rama, not merely as a religious symbol, but as a model of psychological strength and behavioral balance. Rama as a psychological archetype. If we examine the life of Rama carefully, we find not a stress-free existence, but a stress-intensive journey marked by exile, separation, ethical dilemmas, and war. What makes Rama significant in the context of stress management is not the absence of adversity, but the quality of response. He represents what modern psychology would call a resilient personality, one who maintains composure, clarity, and purpose despite a lot of external problems, external issues, or external turbulence. Thus, Rama can be understood as a behavioral archetype of stress mastery, offering insights that remain relevant across disciplines, it be management, engineering, healthcare, and many more. From the episode of Ramayana, we learn accept and cognitive reframing, that is exile episode, যেটা আমরা বলি বাংলায় বনবাস. As you know that, one of the most defining moments in Ramayana is Ram's acceptance of 14 years of bonobas. From a modern standpoint, this represents a sudden, highly intensity, life disruption, loss of status,
comforts and security. However, Rama does not react with resistance, does not react with anger or victim moods. Rather, instead of that, he cognitively reframes the situation and as a duty and accept it with dignity. By redefining exile not as a punishment but as a responsibility, Rama effectively reduces the psychological burden of the situations. So from this Ramayana's incidents, what are the managerial insights? In the modern days context, employees in the corporate world as well as in the government sector frequently faces several problems as because of restructure, as because of transfer or uncertainty. Those who reframe these as opportunity rather than threats experience significantly the lower level of stress. So what is the key takeaway from this? Stress is not merely situational, it is perceptual. That means how we are perceiving the situations. বাংলায় একটা কথা রয়েছে, আমরা সবাই পরিস্থিতির দাস। So please try to adapt these situations, because as I have very little experience in teaching in academia, I have observed that in these days students, they don't have the adaptability, the adaptive power. Because of that, many of them, they are facing a lot of problems and they are suffering from stress. Next episode, that is your emotional regulation and composure. So the adoption of Sita represents an intense emotional crisis. Rama experienced grief, distress and urgency, very human responses. I mean, these are the very common human responses. However, what is crucial is that doesn't allow these emotions to paralyze his functioning. He channelizes them into purposeful action, planning, searching and strategizing. So these are the modern concept of management. That means while a manager starts his function, first start with planning, organizing, directing and controlling. So this lesson we came to know from the episodes of Ramayana that Ram used to practice those days. So this reflects the principle of emotional intelligence as articulated by Goldman, one of the psychologists, particularly for the purpose of self-regulation and emotional awareness. So what are the relevance of this in the era of interdisciplinary researches? In business, leaders must take decisions under emotional strain. In healthcare sciences, emotional regulations prevents burnouts. In engineering, composure ensures problem solving under pressure. Next, social support and collective strength, that is alliance building. As of now, you know, many companies, while they are in turbulence, they are in financial crisis or financial slump, they supposed to alliance or supposed to merge, supposed to alliance or supposed to acquisition with each other. So this is one of the another crucial dimensions in Rama's reliance on social support. During this crisis, he does not isolate himself, rather forms alliances. কার সঙ্গে alliance করেছিল? with Supreme, Hanumans and Vandarsenas. So this reflects a key principle in modern stress research. Social support act as a buffer against stress. So what are the key insights from this? High-performing team reduce individual stress, leadership involves creating network of trust. So isolation amplifies stress while collaboration manages it. Next, purpose, values and meaning, center topic, that is a part of the Dharma. So perhaps the most profound dimension of Rama's stress management lies in his unwavering commitment to Dharma, a sense of duty. Dharma, the sense of duty, righteousness and moral order. Even under extreme pressure or even under extreme diversity, his decisions as guided not by convenience but by values. In modern psychology, this corresponds to meaning focused on coping, the idea that individuals who anchor their actions in a higher purposes are more resilient under stress. So, what are the applications in the modern area? In management, value-based leadership builds trust. Management, value-based leadership, that means if you want to be a successful leader, you must have to carry, you must have to develop, you must have to inculcate some sort of values, right? So that will sustain you lot in this competitive business environment or in the job market. Secondly, in healthcare services, purpose-driving individuals show better mental health outcomes. In engineering and innovation, purpose sustains motivation under repeated failure. So what are the key takeaways? Why life is guided by purpose. That means if there is a real purpose, if there is a good purpose behind your life, stress loses its destructive potential. Now, interdisciplinary integrations. At this interdisciplinary conference, the relevance of these insights become even more pronounced. In business management, Ram's life illustrates ethical decision making under pressure and resilience in leadership. In engineering, it reflects problem solving under uncertainty and sustained focus amidst constraints. In healthcare sciences, it highlights holistic well-being, where mental, emotional, and social dimensions are interconnected. Thus, stress management is not confined to any particular decisions. It is a universal human competency. In conclusions, the journey of Lord Rama in Ramayana demonstrates that stress is not something to be eliminated, but to be understood and transformed, because stress is inevitable. Without stress, we can survive. In every phase of life, in every sphere of life, there is stress. Even many of these students, they are in stressful situations because many of you have gas strain. Many of you are hungry to have lunch. So this is also stressful situations, but you have to adapt it, as Ram shows in Ramayana. In modern science, provides us with framework and tools. Ancient narratives provide us with lived wisdom and ethical grounding. The true path to effective stress management lies in integrating both, where knowledge meets character and technique meets purpose. Calmness in adversity, as amplified by Ram, is not merely a virtue, it is a strategic strength in today's complex world. What I think is that to manage stress, apart from the tale of Ramayana or the story of Ramayana, for a principle in life, if you can adapt this for a principle in life, I have shown the 2 matrix. It consists of 4:3 compositions. A stand for avoid. You have to learn avoid. What we have to avoid? You know better than me. you have to avoid? You should know it. Older. If there are some obstacles in your way, try to change the path. Adapt. As I mentioned, as Rama has adapted exile, 14 years of exile. Accept. You have to accept what conditions, what situations you are facing. You have to accept it. So this is how, to a larger context, to a larger extent, we could able to reduce extent to in a befitting manner. Many times we feel that whether stress is good or bad in the workplace. There's a right that stress is not good, stress is bad. But long back in the year 1980, some philosophers, some psychologists, Yerkes and Johnson, they have developed a theory. The theory is called Yerkes-Dodson law. It is inverted U actually, but it's showing bell curve. So stress can be termed as your blood sugar. Stress can be termed or compared with your blood pressure. As you know that if you measure your blood sugar, if your age is 20, if it is identified or found that your blood pressure is 300, that means it is bad for your health. If it is after in fasting, suppose your blood sugar is 30 or 35, it is also bad. That means it implies that too much blood pressure or too less blood pressure or too much blood sugar or too less blood sugar is bad for health. Similarly, in the work setting, in the work culture, in the work environment, too much stress is bad, too less stress is bad. There must be an optimum level of stress. That's why stress is inevitable. Stress should be there, but you have to cope up it, you have to adapt it, you have to accept it. So I will conclude my presentation with a quotation. When you are in stress, if you are cold, it will warm you. If you are heated, it will cool you. If you are depressed, it will cheer you. If you are excited, it will calm you. So please have a cup of tea while you are stressed. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really very engaging session. With that, we pause for lunch. I would request everyone to rejoin at 3 p.m. I would request everyone to join at 3 p.m. for the next session. And I request everyone to please proceed for the lunch, including the students. Thank you.